Broadway Bob, you built this place with money you won playing craps. You were no, blackjack. You were the dealer, right? Yep. And this is the story that can be told because the statute of limitations is up on that illegal gambling activity. But that being said, Bob, what's your take on the event so far this weekend?
I'll tell you, this surprises me, this event, and I'll tell you why. First of all, I didn't expect to see all these wonderful machines we have. Big Daddy Don Garlits, Chi-Town Hustler, Arnie the Farmer, Beswick, and numerous jets and wheel standers. I'll tell you, your folks are in for one heck of a entertaining evening. Plus, we got Dragon the Dragonator. I may not ride it tonight because I think Big Daddy is going to ride it. Am I right?
You going to ride the Dragon?
I'm riding the Dragon.
He is riding the Dragon tonight. In my stead, Big Daddy Don Garlits. I'll probably end up in the mouth. They're sharpening his teeth right now, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, I love this kind of event. Everybody knows I always love these big Memorial Day and Labor Day weekend events. And the people that came out yesterday and today, you're going to see one great show, and I love all of you, and I want to be around for many, many years. You know my old saying, I may be old and gray and in the way, but I don't care what people say. Broadway Bob is here to stay. Thank you.
All right, so well spoken, Broadway Bob. Arnie the Farmer Beswick, ladies and gentlemen, one of the first professional drag racers in a very early in my career, was one of the first drivers that I befriended, and he was always there with a kind word, a lot of good advice, and a lot of sage advice over the years. Arnie, what's your take on this event, and how many years have you been racing here?
Well, I think I started probably about the year Bob opened the place. I know I've been here since 58, 59, 60 on up. I might have not made the first year, but it's been every year since then. And I've seen some fantastic races up here. And the biggest thing that I want to comment on is the caliber of drivers that Bob and Randy and Ray Drew and Marcel have put up here and brought in here. It's just fantastic. They've got the best drivers in the country. Believe me, you'll see one of the best shows anywhere you'll see at any drag strip. I know we have the big Indy event to compete against this weekend, but you'll see it's good racing, if not better here, and you'll get treated a lot better. You won't be robbing your kitty piggy bank to get into the place. So I think you all are really going to enjoy this show. It's one heck of a show. I thank you for being invited to come here, and I want to welcome all of you that's out there to stop by and say hi.
Trying to purchase the place from Broadway Bob, but I got to be honest with you, boss, it's a fine thing you've created here. Brand new drag guardrails, guard walls. We have brand new scoreboards. The bathrooms are impeccable. And you put together an event here that's it kind of brings a tear to your eye when you think about some of the stuff that Broadway used to do here. And I think you might be on your way to starting another tradition of these giant events like this.
Well, thank you very much, Pat. You asked, why did I buy this drag strip? Well, the reason that I bought this drag strip, I'm sitting in between. Broadway Bob on one side, Don Garlits on the other side. Don has shaped my life from the day I was 12 years old. He didn't even know it, but he's been my hero for the last 40-some years. And this drag strip, I may have bought it from Broadway Bob, but this drag strip does not belong to me alone. It belongs to every single one of you that are here today, and every single one of you that have been here for the last 50 years. Without fans, all this would be is a cornfield. I'm really appreciative that you come out here to see what we do, because we're all in love with cars. We all want to go fast, and we love it that you're willing to come out here and watch us do it, and I think it's absolutely wonderful. My mom's 83 years old. She still wants to know when I'm going to get a regular job and quit playing with cars. Well, Ma, if you're out there listening, it's never.
Thank you so much, Randy. Good. That's very well put. Well, ladies and gentlemen, In front of me right now is a man, and I got to echo what Randy said about heroes. I grew up as a kid in the 60s. I was about 10, 11 years old, and I built virtually every model car that ever came out that had Big Daddy Don Garlits on it. And at the highlight, probably the highest, next to this moment right now, the highlight of my career was right here at Greatlakes Dragaway in 1974. I was dying up in that tower. I ran out of things to talk about, and I sent one of the kids down to get a hold of Bill Maverick Golden, who was another friend of mine. And when Maverick came up, he had Big Daddy Don Garlits, Don the Snake Perdone, and Maverick himself, and I conducted one of the most incredible 45-minute interviews of my life. That's a moment, Don, I'm sure you don't remember it, but believe me, I do, and it's a memory I'll cherish forever. And I feel honored and privileged to sit here on the starting line with these individuals now. Don, it's great to have you back at the Grove.
Well, let me tell you, it's really great to be back here, and I just have to echo a little something that Randy just said here. Having a drag strip and operating a drag strip for this length of time is not about the money. There's not enough money in the world to get anybody to work as hard as these people work to put these shows on for you. It's because they love what they're doing and they love the business. So in fact, the track does actually belong to the people who support it, because if they didn't come out here, it wouldn't be here. It's as simple as that. And you know, there's an old saying, they say, you ain't a has-been till you can't remember where you has been. Well, I remember has-been here at Union Grove lots of time. And I tell you, I love it. It's a home-type track. I've never met so many of my old fans and the children. They've come up with the pictures of the car, and sometimes I can't hardly tell which car it is. But it's unbelievable, the response that we've had this weekend, and I'm just loving every minute of it. And it's so much fun to get one of those old cars out of the museum and start it up and see it smoke the tires like it used to way back in, like that particular one back there was 1959 through 61 we ran that car. And Randy actually has a picture of it here when it was actually in competition. And we were so pleased to see that. So I hope everybody enjoys themselves tonight. And I'm going to take a ride on the Dragon. I've never done that before. I want to see what it's like up there when that thing's chopping up cars. So everybody enjoy. We're all going to have a good time. Nice to see you here.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, Big Daddy Don Garlits, Randy Henning, Broadway Bob Metzler, and Arnie the